Welcome back, guys. We just got done with lunch, and today we are doing some custom mixing. It is the very end of May. Actually, it might be June 1st. I think it's June 1st. People are still getting mixes a little last second, but that's all right. We take them any time of the year. So before we do that, we had a big old 7010 in here with the soybean planter, and so we got some oil back here. We got our good friend Ben cleaning it up. Ben, where'd you go?
Yes. They don't get to know what the magic happens. Or how it happens.
In case you're wondering why we plant beans on a prairie grass farm, it is because where, let's say, butterfly milkweed, you only get about 4 good years of harvesting off this. So after that, you need to really go in and put something else down. The reason we choose beans is because we can actually manage weeds a lot better in the beans than we can in other species. So we put down beans for a couple of years, and that way we're rotating the crops. It works a lot better for weed management and for keeping the soil good. Most people, when they come and they order, most of them get a standard mix that we've developed. And we take a lot of pride in our standard mixes. But sometimes we have customers that really want their mix they've come up with or someone they trust has come up with, which is what we're doing now. If it's a smaller mix and we have to spend a couple hours mixing it, then normally we charge an extra mixing fee just to make sure we're not losing any money on it. But with these, we're looking at least 30 acres on all of them. So that is definitely something we are happy to do, and then we waive any mixing fee. But as you're about to see with Ben and I, it is quite a bit of work. Guys, so we are scraping the bottom of the barrel. It's been a really good year for us, but also last year we didn't have as good of a harvest as we would have liked. So June grass, I've never seen us have so little June grass. That is all we have left. We have a little bit in another bag that we're using today, and otherwise that bag is all we've got. And we usually try to keep several pounds around in order to have seed stock just in case we have a field that fails or something. But man, I don't know if I'm more excited about using all of it or worried. So this mixer gets really dusty. Ben, tell them about the dust.
It's awful. It gets in everything. I don't like dust. It's coarse and it's rough and it gets everywhere.
What's everything? Where's everything? Where's everywhere?
They don't get to know what the magic happens. Don't have to go into that much detail. Ah!
The way that Ben handles all of the dust right here is we jerry-rigged this vacuum, and it's got a hose going to right here. So when you open it up, and the dust starts coming out at you, it sucks up all the dust. So while Ben is working on that, I'm actually gonna get the grass ready for the next batch. This next one we're doing is CP25. We've actually sold more CP25 recently than we thought we were going to, which is always a good sign, but again, we're getting real close to out of seed, so we'll see how it goes. Almost all of our seed we keep in bags. Bags everywhere. Bags on carts, on bags, on carts, on carts, on bags. But switchgrass, we do not. We keep it in this bad boy because 50 pounds of switchgrass is like a 4-inch by 4-inch bag. So instead of doing that, we just put it right down in here, stick one of these buckets right in there, and open up the hatch. And this brings up a really interesting topic. A lot of people ask us, how many pounds per acre are you putting on my field? Not that it totally doesn't matter, but it totally doesn't matter because it's all about how many seeds per square foot we're gonna put on your acre, because all these different species weigh different pounds. So if you have a different mix, it's gonna be different poundages. We get a lot of leftover bags and we try to reuse them when we can. But if anyone knows a good way of reusing them or another reason to use them, let us know. I mean, we can always use them for like trash bags, but then they just go to the trash.
Howdy. You know what time it is, Nick?
What time is it, Peyton?
Time for me to retire from the Hoxie Native Seeds game.
That was really sad. Why'd you come back in?
I want water. Hydration.
You don't get one. This is Hoxie Native Seeds, brother. We work all day and night.
Hydrate or dihydrate.
Brother, did you know if you don't drink water, you die? And if you do drink water, you die? All right, guys, we're on to round 3. Ben, how are you feeling now that you got some water?
Feeling great. Feeling like a fish that's in water. So normal.
Wow, inspiring. All right, while Ben is pouring out our 3rd mix, I'm gonna get our 4th mix ready. And the 4th mix is the last CP25 that we can produce this year. I am going to use every last bit that we have of our big blue stem, of our June grass, of our hairy wild rye, of our Canada wild rye, of our sand drop seed, and several other species. I'm going to use absolutely everything we have, and then that will be it. No more CP25 is gonna come from our farm. The rest is actually gonna be shipped in. Last bit of Big Blue. I have never, ever, ever seen us run out of Big Blue before. Good year. I had to leave poor Ben out here by his lonesome because we keep getting phone calls for sales, which is not normal for June, but that is awesome. We did this full cart, 170 acres of CP25. And then we've got 65 acres of this custom mix and 40 acres of this one. We got a lot done today. We got a lot to go. We've got a lot of forbs that have to be mixed. Thanks so much for tuning in. If you like what you see, don't forget to like and subscribe. And until next time, I'm Nicholas. This is Hoxie Native Seeds.
Nick, what time is it? That's why I make the jokes.